Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today's replay is from IamOiman, and I'm terribly sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Now he is in the Yamato, mighty tier 10 Japanese battleship. He's on the map the Atlantic, and well, it's unfortunately a standard battle. There is a carrier, but it's only tier 8, there is only one destroyer, and there are a lot of US cruisers, and honestly, this is basically the most annoying part right now about playing a destroyer, in my opinion. There are so many US cruisers that are probably trying to counter the carriers that running into 4 or 5 raiders is not that uncommon. But be that as it may, Yamato doesn't care about such things as raiders. Now he is moving here towards the left. You can also see he has reinforced the sector. Now you can't see him actually doing the reinforcing. Like in the old... with the old carrier system you also couldn't see if somebody had planes selected or something like that. And here you can't see if somebody's reinforcing stuff because, well, the replay system sucks. But at least here in the bottom left corner you can see which sector is currently reinforced. So, yay for that. Now, our Yamato here is moving here towards the left flank. We have also some ships here pushing the north. Pretty much standard stuff happening here. Well, I guess not so standard. It's... The friendly ships here are actually being rather aggressive, right? There is nobody here in the J line, which is basically what you'd normally expect. Now we have a Aetam here coming in rather broadside. The guns are almost reloaded, so this could end in a lot of fun. Aetam is slowing down. And there you go, that's first blood. And that means he now has one more consumable. So I mean, we will see if he can get through all of these 6 heals, but it never hurts, you know. Now, there might be an Iowa pushing in hard towards the left. This Iowa should definitely be turning around. Like, he doesn't want to push all of his own around this corner into the core first. I mean, you don't really want to brawl with a core first in an Iowa, I'd say. And the core first even has backup in form of a Minotaur. So the Iowa also might be pushing into torpedoes. Now IamOiman is aware of the Iowa, and well, this seems to be a rather nicely broadside ship, so he's prepared. 15k damage, no citadels unfortunately, but that's alright. Now the Neptune is far enough away that he doesn't have to worry about torpedoes. There are some torpedo bombers incoming, but with the Minotaur also close, who has pretty decent anti-air, this shouldn't be too much of a problem. And well, still not exactly what he wants against the Iowa, but I mean the Iowa is going down. And it doesn't look like the Iowa is retaliating. Like, this is a very dangerous position to be in. If that Iowa was looking this way with reloaded guns, he could easily take half of the health of the Yamato if he gets in nice citadels, or maybe even one-shot the Yamato. But nothing like this happened, so now we are going to farm a Des Moines here, because, you know, Des Moines can't angle against Yamato's guns. It's just not going to work. So, it looks like for now the left flank here is cleared up. Now the friendly ships in the north are probably in need for some reinforcements because they might just get cornered otherwise. So this is a time where it's very important for the ships down here to actually help out those ships, so basically push aggressively. Now I have very often seen ships in a position like this still just sail into, like, I don't know, stay in the I lines and sail north in the 2 or 1 line or so on. But, well, obviously our Yamato knows better, and even the core first is pushing in, and it looks like the Minotaur and Iowa are following suit. So looking pretty decent. Now here we have an enemy Lexington who has not yet realized that he is in fact a carrier. He's pretending to be an airfield, and maybe hopes people don't shoot him because they mistake him for an island, I don't know. So Lexington not moving. I mean, it has been pretty obvious where the friendly forces are coming from, that Lexington had all the time in the world to move away. And I mean, he still could at least try moving, although now it's a little bit too late. But he does not. And that's one less Lexington. So, looking overall pretty good for the friendly team. And the left flank here, they'll just keep pushing. That's really the important part. And you'd be surprised how often you see ships in this situation and they just don't go where the enemy is, they just do nothing. And if the friendly force here would have done nothing, then the enemy would have probably just cleared out here the north, and it would have been a much more dangerous fight. But hey, strike another enemy ship. And oh, we have some torpedoes incoming. And we also have a Neptune who is suspiciously broadside. I mean, Neptune is trying to turn, not that turning helps much against the Yamato's guns. And well, I mean, that's one orb hit here, but nothing too problematic. Yamato can certainly take it. Now, it will be hard for the enemy team to make a comeback here, but I mean, it's certainly possible. Now, the friendlies are pretty spread out here, which means they're probably getting pretty good firing angles at the enemy team. And well, there was another citadel at Neptune. Not enough to take her out, but it's not like our Yamato here needs the Kraken here, because let's face it, if he sinks one more ship, he gets a free heal. Just to rub it in the enemy team. That's how dominating the friendlies are, I suppose. He also still has the 5 healing charges left, because he got a free healing charge as well. Now, dangerous situation here, there is an enemy destroyer close. That enemy destroyer is caught out though, and he is surrounded by 3 battleships. So the question is, who is he trying to torpedo? Now, obviously, our Yamato is turning towards the destroyer, makes it easier to dodge the torps, but it looks like the torps went for the Musashi. And there's a Confederate. I mean, sure, why not? And the destroyer has reappeared. Is that destroyer going to be the Kraken? Well, guns are almost reloaded. Destroyer is very low. And well, no. Okay, so we are still on the hunt for a Kraken. Next up, maybe an Izumo. Izumo is trying to show broadside, it looks like, so that's appreciated. But I mean, the Izumo might just be a little bit cornered here. Like, I have a feeling the enemy team would have needed to be a little bit more aggressive here in the north. And it's not helping that they are, I guess, so close to the right zone wall. Then again, I mean, they probably were hunting down the friendlies here and they were just too slow. So we also have friendlies capping right now. Not that it matters that much, like the enemy team would have to pull off a miracle to come back here. And turns out sailing broadside to a Yamato does not help. But hey, we got some fireworks, I guess, and now the Kraken's unleashed, and there is a Yamato here. So yeah, next up we have a Kurfürst also trying to turn broadside, and there is the High Caliber. So let's see. Can we sink a Kurfürst? I mean, considering the amount of broadside he is showing, that could be a very nice salvo here. Well, slightly disappointing. Now, meanwhile, the friendlies are just continuing to cap, and they are farming a Yamato that's stuck against the zone wall, it looks like. So, Kurfürst is down. That leaves the Bismarck, and, well, Yamato against the zone wall, I guess. So let's see. Bismarck's also showing broadside because, I mean, he really doesn't want to be left out. At this point, I think it's just peer pressure. So many of his friendly ships have shown broadside so far that he thinks he has to do so as well. Otherwise, he'll just be left out. So Bismarck is getting close. Can we get kill number 6? Yes, we can. So here we are with the results. IamOiman earned himself 3,244 base experience, and that's a lot of experience. So yeah, he did really well. He basically just pushed, and great things happened. So he earned himself a Confederate, 2 devastating strikes, a Kraken, a First Blood, and a High Caliber, scoring 253,000 points of damage. And yeah, I thought this was an amusing match. It wasn't a close one, but it's just one Yamato pushing and wrecking everything. And I think that's enjoyable to watch. So I hope you enjoyed it too, and I'll see you guys next time.